What's up, my fellow geeks? We're back in my happy place, my painting and craft area. Today I get to paint a miniature I've been looking at for quite some time. My fantasy dwarf miniature. Again, I'm not sure if this is D&D because this was picked up at a thrift shop. I like doing these one-off fantasy miniatures because it gives me a break from my usual sci-fi Warhammer 40k stuff, and it gives me a chance to practice some new things. So on this guy, I think I'm going to do a teal cape or a turquoise cape, some copper armor plating, and maybe some new gold plating, and a nice bright orange fiery beard. Let's get to it. I went ahead and picked out all the colors I'm going to be using for this model. It gives me a good idea of what the palette of the model is going to look like and which colors are really going to pop. Step one, as always, is to lay down your base coats. Remember, you don't have to be super precise with these coats because you're going to be putting on multiple layers and you can go back and forth fixing any overlapping colors. All done the first base coat, and we are officially in the complete shit phase. Nothing looks good, we don't have coverage, we don't have good lines. Basically all we've done is blocked out what colors we want each item on the model. And this is where a lot of painters can get discouraged, but you gotta just keep pushing forward, keep painting, and have faith in the process. Next step will be to clean up all the lines, put another coat on, and then continue with some shades. Been painting now for just over an hour. Time for a snack. Trail mix. Perfect. I'm now all done the ink washes, and theoretically at this point I could go in and do some highlighting or some final touches, but honestly, with only a couple hours worth of work, I think he looks fantastic. He's looking a little dirty, but you know what? A dwarf in the midst of battle wouldn't be shiny, so I think I'm going to leave him as is, and I'm just going to go ahead and do his base before the big reveal. I had to glue him down onto another base just because he wouldn't fit in my paint handle, and I was worried about ruining my model and leaving fingerprints and touching them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the base, and then I'll let you see. The process is complete, and I'm ready for my first game of Dungeons and Dragons. He's not perfect, but I'd still be proud to display him on game night. This was a tough miniature to paint. It's the smallest mini I've ever painted. There was a lot of deep recesses to get to, and his eyes are really deep in his helmet. I didn't even try to get those. I knew it would be too tough. The last time I painted a model in one sitting was the orc. That took me about 4 hours. This guy took me about 2.5 hours, so I shaved some time off. I think it's pretty good looking, all things considered. Looking back, one thing I might have done differently with this guy is his beard. His armor, the copper and the gold, is pretty bright, and it's very similar to his orange beard. So maybe instead I would do a nice black beard for contrast. Other than that, rock and roll, guys. Thanks for watching.